All right, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant, and this is Car Chronicles again. And I just wanted to share this story. Oh, Car Chronicles, you guys ready? Let's do this. You guys ready? So, as I was just saying, a lot of the stories that I share with you are clinical experiences, personal experiences, and stories shared with me. And I usually ask when people share stories with me, if they would allow me to integrate their stories, their personal experiences on, videos when I make these videos. And you guys know that I have talked about narcissist mothers. And in this particular situation, I wanted to talk about narcissist mothers and sons. And for those of you that have narcissist mothers and are men, some of you may be able to relate to this story. But it just so happened that some of these narcissists who have narcissist mothers, you can see where this comes from. Because a narcissist mother looks at their children as a source of supply. They look at these children and their sons as their personal property. So some of you you can look and see the situation, and there's a boundary issue where you don't know whether she's the mother or she acts as if she is the girlfriend, or she acts like the baby mama. And you're wondering, where is this cutoff? Where is the cutoff between the narcissist mother and her narcissist son? And the narcissist son hates the mother just as much as they hate themselves. But the narcissist mother looks at this son as, not only is he my property, but she's fighting other baby mothers or girlfriends or ex-girlfriends or, possible pursuits. And she comes up against these women as if she is the girlfriend. And so you can hear a lot of women say that when I was with the narcissist, I couldn't tell because the lines were blurred, and there is this total enmeshment between the two where you're almost questioning, like, what is happening between the two of them? Like, is this your mother or is this your girlfriend? Because the way that she's handling me is the way as if she is the jilted lover, as if she is, as if you're cheating on her or something. That lets you know just how, you start wondering what is in the mind of this narcissist mother. What you can see the behavior too in the narcissist themselves. That I can see where you get these behaviors from because you and your mother are exactly alike. And when you two argue or when you two come up against each other, it's like you guys are going toe to toe because number one, each one of you are fighting for the attention of these other women or the attention of each other. So you start questioning, what kind of nonsense have I gotten myself into? And then you also start questioning, the relationship itself. And you guys, hopefully you understand like what I'm trying to put out there. You begin to wonder if there is some inappropriateness, let's put it that way, some violation that may have occurred. Now, not all narcissists abuse in that sense. Not all of them are pedophiles, but do believe that there are women out there that are also violators. Some that have violated their own children. And yes, some of you are wondering, can females do it? Absolutely. Ask some of the men that have had narcissists or have narcissist mothers that are not narcissists, that would tell you that they have been violated by their own mothers. And their mothers act or treat them as if that is their man. That is their equal. That is their spouse. You hear them say things like, he became the man of the house. He became like my husband. He became my husband and he stands in the place of, but the problem becomes is when that child gets of age or when the child begins to enforce boundaries, or they begin to enforce, or they actually talk to the parent, the mother, on an equal level, the mother always reminds them and puts them back into their place concerning their place in their life, that you are a child or you are my child. A lot of you know that I've done a video on emotional incest. Emotional incest is not a sexual thing. Emotional incest is when the parent puts the child on and that's the best way I can explain it to you, is when the parent puts the child on an equal level as the parent and holds them accountable or holds them responsible for their emotional stability or their emotional, mental health or emotional, or they have conversation which are inappropriate conversation. They put the child on the level and starts discussing with them about their love life, about their financial needs, about their emotional needs, relational needs, or they start talking to the children at the level of, talking about the other parent. And they expect the child to be able to give them information or to give them that emotional support that they need. And a child is not at the level or even at the experience at which they can help their parent. And when they fail at something, they put the blame on the child. And the child is not at that level or emotional level or emotional, what word I want to use? Emotional maturity in order to give the parent any type of wise counsel. And that is not the responsibility of a child, period. That's enmeshment. That's called enmeshment. Even a therapist, is well advised and by the insurance companies and well advised in their graduate programs that you do not provide counsel, therapy to your own family members, because you cannot be unbiased. And how does that look if your family member were to take you to court for malpractice or take you to court and you're providing therapy to your own family members? You can't do it. You're not unbiased. You know too much about that individual. But a child knows nothing at the level of the adult to be able to advise. And they're put into these, positions where they, no matter what it is they say, they're going to fail. You wonder why, as an adult, you have a hard time making decisions, because your parents have put you in emotional incest. They have put you in a position to make decisions that you were not prepared to make. And so now as an adult, you're afraid to make decisions because you fear failing. You fear rejection. You feel abandonment. And the way that narcissist punishes you is by emotionally abandoning you. They provide you with food and shelter, but they emotionally abandon you. They have rejected you, because they want you to give them the answer that they're looking for. And as a child, that's exactly what happens. You are looking for the answer that they're looking for to make them feel good about themselves. And it's the wrong answers because you don't know what to say. Now, as an adult now, whether it is a narcissist with a narcissist mother, or whether it's you, men, our brothers, our kings that have a mother that is a narcissist, do know that she's not going to compete with your wife, significant other, girlfriend, or fiance. She's not going to compete because she sees herself as the queen bee in your situation, as your mother. She looks at you as, I am the mother. And everything, I come first in everything. Your family does not come first. Your wife does not come first. It doesn't matter. And so you have problems in your romantic relationships because your busybody, narcissistic mother won't get out of your business. And for some of you men, you feel guilty. Your father may have died, or she may be a single parent, or she may be an elder, mother, and you feel obligated to make sure that she's taken care of, to the point where you're sacrificing your own relationships, with your family or with your wife. Well, when you get married, your wife, I know some people would disagree, but for some of us and the sisters that I ride with will let you know that when you get married, your family and your wife becomes first over your mother. And unfortunately, you have some narcissist mothers that become older and that need help, but at the same time, they'll ride on that, because of the fact that they're mature or older, they will upplay it, or they'll upplay it to a point where it becomes so bad that they force you to make decisions. You're going to have to make up your mind. Either me as your mother or her as your wife. How can you fight that? Gentlemen, you have to make some decisions because your wife comes first over your mother. Your mother is not your wife. And I know that's how she had you living, but your mother is not your wife. She's your mother.